Let's do some cleanup. We updated most places in the codebase to use the constants from the model, but we did not update everything. I noticed a few occurrences. Let's check our test for delete. You can see that we have ID here that's hard-coded. We can change that to use the model constant. Okay, that looks good. Also noticed that our migration is still referring to the hard-coded table name. Let's change that to use the model, and we can change it down here in the down method as well. Okay, so now that we've made our changes, so some sort of refactoring, let's run our tests again. It's really good to get in the habit of doing this after making some changes, and try to do this quite often. You see, this is part of owning and maintaining a codebase. We might add something for the benefit of the codebase, but not go about it the right way. That's not ideal, but in our scenario, we have tests to cover any changes we make, and we also have time to maintain our codebase. So when we are refactoring, we are confident our tests can catch our bugs. But remember, tests are only as good as you write them to be. So make sure you write your tests that actually cover your real-world scenarios. Okay, because tests are only as good as you write them to be. So now let's take a look at our controller. So you can see we have some methods here like the edit method as well as the create method. Now this just came in the boilerplate from Laravel, and you can see it's used for forms in particular. Let's remove this code. One thing you should learn is that try your hardest to remove all dead code where possible, or any code that's not used. And once you're done, just run your tests again. The reason for it is because over time people will leave the company and you won't even know why this piece of code is in there. By the way, our tests are all good. So now I also want to get rid of this user model as we don't use it in this application. So let's get rid of it. As well as if we go to database, factories, we have a user factory here, which we aren't going to use either. So let's get rid of that too. And remember to run your tests again. And we get all green. Yep, all green.